My name is Sandeep Allam. I'm the CEO for Stlogics and ST Big Data. And Stlogics is a 10-year-old company, and ST Big Data is a 2-year-old company providing big data solutions. That's where I'm standing at the booth right now.
But you're also the catalyst for this conference. Tell me about that. How did this come about for you, and why is it important?
Well, big data is evolving day by day, and Indianapolis itself, the tech community, I would say is small. And there's a lot of things I think we can share, a lot of expertise in the sense of experiences wise, a lot of success stories in different areas of big data. Again, as I said in my speech, big data is kind of a buzzword, if you can say, but there's so much of stuff in big data, right? From analytics, data services, infrastructure, and it's day to day it's evolving. So last year, I decided to kind of do a tech conference in the specific topic called big data, and bringing the whole companies, clients-wise, and also people together who are part of this space, and share the knowledge and stuff like that. And now this is our second year at the convention center, and I think it's much more. I would say it's double the size than last year for sure.
So it was successful last year. It's even more so this year. What did you learn that first year, and you've applied to this year's conference?
Absolutely. I think big data, as I said, is evolving every year. One of my speeches I said big data 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. So it's an evolution. So last year was, I would say, more of understanding what big data is to begin with. A lot of people don't have understanding. They just talk about it, right? From a very high level. But there is, if you look at the subject in depth, there's a lot in the sense of topics wise. As I said, you can talk about analytics, infrastructure, storage, data management, and so on. So this year's conference, I'm calling it as 2.0, and already we are gearing up to the next one, that is 3.0 of the big data. So this one is about, especially with a lot of products have come into the play. A lot of companies you look around are offering different services and the products, very specific solutions and solving very specific problems of customers. Rather, last year it was very generic of solving problems. So they're going after industries like Cummins is here, and Lilly is here. So it's a healthcare, engines. So these are specific problems that they're solving using big data solutions.
What are you hearing from attendees this year, as well as those who have this year? What kinds of feedback are you getting?
Oh, everybody's super excited. Right from the attendees have literally talked to a lot of. I think people are sharing their experiences here. And that's a big thing by itself. Real time, by the way, because these are real projects people are dealing with, and sharing them is a big thing by itself. And of course, we have invited a lot of businesses, and they've sponsored. And of course, thank you them for participating in this conference. So they have a lot of value also by listening to the companies who are dealing with big data, and how they can utilize these companies with their services. So
what would you want to say to someone who didn't attend this year's conference and might be considering next year? Why should they do that?
I would definitely say they really missed it, for sure, because these big data is, first of all, an exciting topic, and I'm not saying that they're not doing it already. They are doing it, but seeing other people's perspective in what they're doing right now in the big data space is very important. So they definitely should. I think for next year they should attend, and especially we are focusing with the Indiana companies. And also this time we also had national presence. The national sponsors kicked in, so that's a big thing by itself. So it is growing, and hopefully, I think next year it's going to be much more broader in the Midwest, hitting markets like Chicago. And in fact, a couple of folks have come here from Louisville, Chicago, and also from Columbus, Ohio.
And I wanted to ask about the significance of the fact that you are representing the entire Midwest here in Indianapolis at this conference.
Absolutely. Well, I wouldn't say the whole Midwest. Of course, if you look at the Chicago market, I'm sure there's some conferences. But if you look at the Columbus and the Louisville, and even the national market, I don't think so there's a conference of big data. So absolutely, we are representing this Midwest market.
I've had more than one person I talked to today enthusiastically say to me that they were in the process of sharing something with someone, and they learned something back that they weren't expecting to learn.
Yes.
That must make you feel good to hear.
No, absolutely. This topic is evolving, and it's getting tougher and tougher to keep up. So everybody knows it's a big opportunity, and I would say, yeah, you said it right. I mean, sharing it is a big thing by itself because everybody has a story, everybody has an experience with it. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, I think this conference pretty much is definitely people have a lot of stories to share. You know, so.
And I've had at least one tell me that where they would normally, you might normally put your marketing dollars into other forms. They're actually spending them at events like this because of the value of that face-to-face that they get. So it must be, one of the reasons you do this.
No, absolutely. You know, as Stlogics and ST Big Data, from the marketing standpoint of view, of course, definitely very proud to host it from last year and this year. But more important is definitely we can show our strength in the big data space and being also a technology company. And so absolutely, I'm sure not only my company, but now everybody has an opportunity to display their services, and so being part of the conference today is a big thing by itself.
Is there anything I haven't asked you that you want to make sure we cover in this?
No, one of the things I want to really also say is that we are launching a product in the marketplace. It's called Daily Nickel. It is a new product which it's a crowdsourcing, crowd task, and also a marketplace product where people helping people for the day-to-day needs and also buying and selling their stuff on a day-to-day basis. So this is a new product which is coming into the market in 3 months. So we have a teaser today, kind of checking it out. So hopefully in the next 3 months we'll be able to launch that. It's a mobile app, by the way, and we're launching in 3 months.
Must be very exciting to have a new product.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's very exciting.
We'll transcribe this for the editors. So go ahead and spell your name for me.
Sandeepallam, M as in Mary.
And how would you like us to title you?
A CEO of Stlogics and ST Big Data.
Thank you, sir.
Great. Thank you very
Thanks.
much.